Yo. Alright, what I'm going to do right here is, in this video, I don't want you to do what I'm doing because you should, in this next project, create an oven. I obviously don't have an oven. I'm going to add a glass material to this polygon right here, which represents the cabinet. Do not do that. That is obviously not the correct thing to do. You're going to put a glass material on the oven door. And I'm going to show you how to make a glass material. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. I'm going to show you a regular glass, and then I'll show you a dark glass like that. So first, what I'm going to do is start not by making a physical material, but making a standard material. So I will double click standard, hit the minimize button, and organize my material. Double click the material, right click the material, select show shaded material in viewport, and to keep my materials nice and neat and organized and distinguishable, I'm going to change the material number 280 name to glass. And I'm almost done. To get a black glass like on the oven, I'm going to click on the diffuse box, I'm going to change the color to black, click OK. Now I have a standard black material. What I want to do now is lower the opacity. Let's change the opacity to 50, and a pictorial representation of what the material will look like is shown now on this circle, or the sphere. That might be a little too opaque, transparent, so I'm going to change the opacity to 75, drag the material now to the oven, and now I have a glass material on the oven that is see-through. So now, the next thing I'm going to do is create a material that is glass. Reflective. I'm going to create a physical material, double click the physical material, right click the physical material, show shaded material in viewport, change the name. Now, I'm going to go down and change the transparency. I'm going to add this transparent material. To another polygon on the cabinet. Now, this material should be shiny. When there are lights added in the scene, it will be shiny and transparent. Those are two different ways to make glass. One, with a standard material. Two, with a physical material. Now next, the dial. Click on the Create tab. Change anything that you have set to standard primitives. I'm going to start with a cylinder. The height edges in this case are unnecessary, so I'm going to click on the Modify tab. I'm going to change the height segments to 0 by right-clicking on the arrows. Next, I'm going to convert this shape into an editable poly. Next, I'm going to inset the top polygon. Next, I'm going to extrude the top polygon. I'm going to reset the extrusion height by right-clicking on the arrows. I will change the extrusion height to 1, clicking the check mark. Next, I'm going to cut the edge for the hand dial. I'm going to do that by going into vertice by pressing number 1. Next, I'm going to find the cut tool located underneath Edit Geometry. I'm going to click on Cut. Now, hovering my mouse over top of one of the vertices, you will notice that the cursor changes shape. I'm going to click on this vertice, and I'm going to go connect to this vertice. I'm going to left click again. Now, to exit the cut tool, I'm going to right click the vertice, my mouse. Now, to start another cut, I'm going to left click over a vertice. I'm going to go to the corresponding vertice, left click, and then to exit the cut, right click twice. Next, I need to extrude this polygon. I need to go to polygon subobject level by pressing 4 or clicking on this button. Selecting the middle polygon that I just cut, I will extrude, hit the check mark, and be done.